How can your experiences guide others? Why stay humble and open when giving advice? What drives lifelong personal growth?
Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in to Green Pool's channel. I'm Yuji, a Japanese retiree and the author of Green Pool, Simple Lessons Learned in My Ordinary Life. Today's theme is Lessons from Experience. Life is full of challenges and growth, right? A lot of young folks out there are probably dealing with the same tough situations we've all been through at some point. The cool thing is, those experiences we've had, whether they were good or bad, can actually help guide the next generation. Sharing what we've learned through our ups and downs can be super valuable. You know, young people often look up to those who've been through similar stuff. They want to hear about the struggles, mistakes, and wins that made us who we are today. But here is the thing. When we share our stories, we've got to keep it real and stay humble. If we are stuck in the past and don't think about how things are different now, we might give advice that doesn't really fit the current situation. Nobody's perfect. No matter how old or experienced you are still going to mess up sometimes. And that's okay. Mistakes aren't the end of the world. There are chances to grow. Even as we get older, staying open to learning new things is key. It turns slip-ups into lessons and keeps us moving forward. But if we stop learning, that's when we really lose out. Growth doesn't have an age limit. Everyone, no matter how young or old, has the ability to keep growing. The trick is to stay curious, stay humble, and never stop wanting to learn. When we do that, we are not just making our own lives better. We are inspiring the people coming up behind us too. In line with today's theme, I'll share 4 short related essays from my book, Green Pool. When you think about, worry over, and the courage you muster to solve a problem or achieve a goal, even when you fail, are all variable experiences. There are people who would love to know about your process and feel a strong desire to have a similar experience. It doesn't have to be the grand ideas of great people or their monumental success stories. In fact, the success stories of individuals who are closer to your level can be more relatable and helpful. With traditional paper books, matching the supply and demand of success stories is challenging. However, with social media, this matching becomes incredibly easy. In an era where anyone can be a storyteller, the demand for such stories is endless. Potential is a magical power that everyone possesses, regardless of age. It is entirely up to us whether we choose to encourage the pursuit of our potential in order to manifest our desires, regardless of any circumstances. And of course, it is never too late to start taking actions for that. Now is always the time to make a list of our wishes. With each gray hair, some people like me are prone to thinking or saying something plausible when considering various issues. By drawing on their past knowledge and experiences. However, such thoughts and statements are not always relevant to the issues at hand, due to potential misunderstandings or incorrect assumptions. There is a chance that hastily voicing or thinking about plausible results without any confirmed proof may indicate a stagnation in intellectual growth. To avoid falling into the trap of relying solely on accumulated knowledge and experiences, it would be wise to take the time to assess issues with an unclouded and calm mind, refraining from jumping to conclusions. It has been around 2 years since I retired. But no matter how old I get, I still feel a bit down when I make mistakes due to my shortcomings. These moments make me feel immature as a person. However, if I view these instances of self-reflection as opportunities for self-growth, it not only helps me feel better, but also reminds me of the important value that even in old age, we continue to learn significant lessons in life. I hope today's essays resonated with you and offered new inspiration. That's all for now. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time on the Green Pools channel. Until then, take care. また会いましょう。ありがとうございました。